Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. The NFL rumor mill is buzzing with some pretty explosive speculation right now, and it's centered around a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the NFC North landscape. Reports from Adam Schefter suggest that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, currently sitting at 7-5 with a cap space of around $16 million, are considering a significant move involving Antoine Winfield Jr., one of their most dynamic defensive playmakers. The word is that the Bucs might be willing to send Winfield Jr. to the Green Bay Packers in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 draft. And if this deal goes through, it could be one of those moves that not only bolsters the Packers' secondary but also signals a strategic shift for Tampa Bay, especially with the Bucs looking ahead to the future with a different roster focus. Now, let's unpack what this means for the Packers and why this move could be a game-changer. Winfield Jr., a second-round pick back in 2020, has established himself as one of the most instinctive and versatile safeties in the league. Over his 6 seasons, he's become a real turnover machine, capable of making game-changing plays from anywhere on the field. His career stats are impressive. 80 games played, 338 tackles, 169 assists, 18 sacks, 9 interceptions, and 10 forced fumbles. He's a player who can do it all: cover, blitz, create turnovers, and he has a Pro Bowl appearance under his belt. In 2023, he played 12 games and made a noticeable impact with 38 tackles, 25 assists, and 2 interceptions, maintaining a high level of coverage grade, around 85 on PFF. His overall PFF grade from 2021 to 2023 sits at an impressive 92.0, reflecting his consistency and ability to elevate a secondary. This move makes a lot of sense for the Packers, especially considering their current defensive situation. Green Bay's defense has faced some exposure at the cornerback position and has struggled to consistently shut down top-tier receivers this season. Adding a player like Winfield Jr. could help anchor that secondary and give them a versatile safety who excels in both coverage and run support. His presence on the field could boost the team's turnover rate by an estimated 15%, a significant lift for a team that's been slightly underwhelming in creating turnovers this season. Plus, his ability to come up big on third downs, where he's shown a +1.8 tackle miss ratio and a +12% coverage win, would give the Packers a real edge in critical moments. The potential trade also signals a strategic move by the Buccaneers. With their playoff odds currently around +2,000 and a defense that's allowed 301 points so far, an indicator that their roster is in flux, they might be looking to rebuild and recoup draft capital. Sending Winfield Jr. to Green Bay, especially in exchange for a first-round pick in 2026, could be a way to focus on developing young talent or acquiring assets to strengthen other positions, such as offensive line or wide receiver. Tampa Bay's focus now might be on maintaining cap flexibility to sign key free agents later, or to build for the future after a season that's seen some defensive struggles and questions about their ability to contend in the NFC. For Green Bay, this is a golden opportunity. The Packers, sitting at 8-3-1, are in the thick of a playoff chase. Their secondary has been a bit exposed at times, especially against high-powered offenses, and adding a player of Winfield Jr. His caliber could be the kind of move that pushes them from good into great territory. His addition could lift the entire defense, especially in key situations, like on third and long, where his coverage skills and instincts make him a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. His ability to make plays on the ball, combined with his tackling and coverage skills, would help reduce opponents' scoring chances and create more turnovers for Green Bay. This in turn could lead to more short fields, more scoring opportunities, and a stronger push toward the playoffs and beyond. From a statistical standpoint, the impact of adding Winfield Jr. is significant. The Packers are currently averaging around 226 opponent points per game, but with Winfield's presence leading to an estimated +15% increase in turnovers, that number could drop considerably. Reducing the points allowed and increasing the number of turnovers would give the Packers a much-needed boost in their quest for a deep playoff run. Moreover, Winfield Jr.'s track record of making clutch plays, like his 2 interceptions in 2023 and his ability to come down with forced fumbles, means he's someone who can shift momentum in a flash. This is exactly the kind of player that can turn tight games in Green Bay's favor, especially in cold weather conditions that favor physical, disciplined defense. And let's not forget the big picture implications. If this trade happens, it could send shockwaves through the NFC North, challenging the dominance of teams like the Detroit Lions or Minnesota Vikings. The Packers, already a team on the rise, would be adding a player who can contribute immediately and in the long term. Winfield Jr.'s versatility reminds many of the great safeties of the past, like Troy Polamalu, whose impact on the game was felt far beyond just his stats. His ability to play lockdown coverage, blitz, and make game-changing plays makes him a perfect fit for the Packers' aggressive defensive style. Looking ahead, the trade could also send a message to the rest of the league that Green Bay is serious about competing now and in the future. With their current roster and the addition of a player like Winfield Jr., the Packers could elevate their defense into one of the league's top units, giving them an even stronger chance to reach the Super Bowl. The NFC is wide open, and teams like the Eagles, 49ers, and Cowboys are formidable opponents, but Green Bay's defense with Winfield Jr. could be the X factor that pushes them over the top. His impact on third-down conversions, his ability to cover the league's best receivers, and his knack for creating turnovers could be the difference-makers in clutch playoff moments. Of course, this kind of move isn't without risks for the Buccaneers. Trading away a player of Winfield Jr.'s caliber in exchange for a first-round pick in 2026 is a bold play, especially for a team that has some hope of making a late-season push. Tampa Bay's management might be betting on the idea that they can rebuild and develop their younger players, focusing on the future rather than the present. But for the Packers, this is an exciting prospect, adding a proven playmaker to a secondary that needs that extra boost to make a real playoff run. In conclusion, keep an eye on this story. If it materializes, it could be one of those off-season moves that define the Packers' trajectory for years to come. A player like Winfield Jr., with his versatility, instincts, and playmaking ability, can be a cornerstone piece for Green Bay's defense. It would also send a clear message to the rest of the league that the Packers are serious about contending, building a strong foundation for a deep playoff push, and perhaps even chasing another Super Bowl appearance. Every Packers fan should be excited about the potential of what this kind of upgrade could mean for the upcoming stretch of the season and beyond. This is the kind of move that could propel Green Bay into a new era of dominance, especially if they combine it with smart draft picks and continued development of their young core. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think adding Winfield Jr. will be the missing piece that sends the Packers deep into the playoffs? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates and analysis, so stay tuned for all the latest Green Bay Packers news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and if this trade happens, it could be the move that puts Green Bay right back in the Super Bowl conversation. Keep the faith, stay loud, and as always, go Pack Go.